Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Great news, everybody. Grab some sugary cereal. There's a spot on the virtual couch waiting for you because it's time for some Saturday morning React-TOONS. This time featuring Avatar: The Last Airbender, Book 2, Chapter 5, Avatar Day. Nothing to it but to do it, friends. This story's too good to wait. If you could do me a quick favor and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for Avatar or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and what is now? Now it's time for Avatar Day, the 5th chapter of the 2nd book of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go!
Who's there?
Look at that, oh my god.
There's no time to say goodbye.
Suki?
Avatar Kyoshi was born here 400 years ago. She's been dead for centuries.
Come on. Oh, one of my favorites. Oh, I'm so psyched. Oh, I'm so psyched. He has a spider web in his mouth. Deep sleeper there, buddy.
Give up! You're completely surrounded.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
My scrolls! My staff!
Oh, let's just fight him. These guys look cool as hell. Holy heck. That is dynamite.
Ah! Wait, my boomerang!
There's no time!
Oh, I see. So there's time to get your scrolls.
Well, that stinks. Is it just me or do I think we could take those guys?
I feel like I've lost part of my identity. Imagine if you lost your arrow, or if Katara lost her hair loopies.
Hey, Water Tribe money.
I hope that's okay.
So long as it's money.
Okay.
Have a nice Avatar Day.
Avatar Day?
You guys are going to the festival, right?
Where are we? Like Earth Kingdom or?
Giant Kyoshi float.
And here comes Avatar Roku.
Wow.
Hey, look! That's the biggest me I've ever seen.
You don't look as cool as the others, but okay.
Now a torch. That's a nice prop. It's bright, dangerous, smells manly.
They're gonna burn them.
Hey, what's that guy doing?
Wow. It's an effigy. This isn't Fire Kingdom, is it? Or Fire Nation? Oh, we're doing a little banditry. Iroh's not gonna like this, buddy. If you think you're fooling him by putting that inside the hollow of a tree.
What does it matter where they came from?
Mm-hmm. He'll still eat them. Look at her.
It's the Avatar himself! It's going to kill us with its awesome Avatar powers!
No, I'm not.
I suggest you leave. You're not welcome here, Avatar.
Why are you burning?
It was Avatar Kyoshi. She murdered our glorious leader, Chin the Great.
You think that I murdered someone?
This was like hundreds of years ago then, right?
And it's not fair for you all to question his honor.
Let's tell her what we think of the Avatar's honor! Yeah!
All right, to prove that we are not against you, we're going to destroy the town.
The only way to prove your innocence is to stand trial.
Oh, for God's sakes.
You'll have to follow all our rules. That includes paying bail.
No problem. How was I supposed to know they wouldn't take Water Tribe money?
Oh boy, we need to not let Aang make these decisions.
Now let's bust you out of here.
I can't.
Sure you can. A little...
He can literally pull his hands and head out. The holes are that big.
I need you guys to help prove my innocence.
How are we gonna do that? The crime happened over 300 years ago.
I was going to say a couple hundred years.
For some reason, I thought you were an expert detective.
Well, I guess I could be classified as such.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I am pretty good.
So you'll help me with my case?
Fine, but I'm gonna need some new props. I'm ready.
Listen, he lost the boomerang. You have to give him something. And the blue spirit.
This is the crime scene. This is the footprint of the killer, Kiyoshi. It was at sunset.
300 years ago?
She emerged from the temple and struck down Qin the Great. We built this statue to immortalize our great leader. Feel free to appreciate it.
So Chin's going to be obviously the bad guy here, right?
This temple and this statue were cut from the same stone. And we know that the statue was built after Qin died.
So if they were built at the same time, that means...
Shh! I want to solve it! We need to go to Kiyoshi Island.
Where'd you get that?
I don't know.
You got a bald head, some nice tattoos. You're going to fit in real well around here.
Awesome. Friends? So we must be relatively close to Kiyoshi. Okay.
Where's Angie?
He couldn't be here, Coco.
I want to see Angie.
You're foaming at the mouth there, bud. That's an interesting sequence.
They say it was Kiyoshi.
Kyoshi? That's crazy talk. I'll take you to her shrine.
We'll kill them all. Watch, the shoe size will be different.
What's Suki up to? Is she around?
Actually, she and the other warriors left to fight in the war.
Oh.
She said you inspired her, and she wanted to help change the world.
Oh, well, that's great.
Such a cool character. Oh my god, I love Suki.
Still connected to her spirit. That's her kimono.
Those are her boots.
These were her boots? Her feet must have been enormous.
The biggest of any avatar.
Really?
Big feet? Little footprints? There's no way.
Special outfit, hat and pipe, these things mean anything to you?
You're right. I'm sorry. Please.
There's no way Kiyoshi could have made that footprint, and therefore there is nothing linking her to the crime scene.
He would have got there. He was gonna get there.
Talking about, she'll come around. You just gotta hang in there.
You think so?
I knew he could take it out.
I don't know.
Hey, you're smart, handsome, funny, not to mention you're the Avatar.
You guys are great.
I like these guys too. Let's get these guys out.
It was painted at sunrise on the day this island was founded. Why, it was today, in fact. 370 years ago.
Then she couldn't have been.
Are you sure it was today?
Well, seeing how it's Kiyoshi Day,
Yes.
so what?
If Kiyoshi was in the ceremony at sunset, she couldn't have been in Qin committing the crime.
Honorable Mayor, we've prepared a solid defense for the Avatar.
They're not gonna believe you.
That's not how our court system works.
Then how can I prove my innocence?
Simple. I say what happened, and then you say what happened, and then I decide who's right.
Oh. All right, well, time to leave. We're taking all these prisoners with us.
Then the Avatar showed up and killed him, and that's how it happened.
You can do it, Aang. Just remember the evidence.
Right. Evidence. Fact number 1.
The footprints.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't we have somebody else
I
do
have
this?
very large feet.
No. Kiyoshi.
I was in a painting at sunset. So there you have it. I'm not guilty.
He's dead.
Looks like you did some serious shopping. But where did you get the money? I know we've had some difficult times lately. We've had to struggle just to get by. There is a simple honor in poverty.
There's no honor for me without the Avatar.
Come on, that's not your quest anymore.
And there is no hope at all.
No, Zuko. You must never give in to despair.
Come on, Iroh.
In the darkest times, hope is something you give yourself. That is the meaning of inner strength.
Listen to him. It's your dad, man. Uncle Iroh, nothing. That's your dad.
This isn't just any witness. I'm going to call Avatar Kyoshi herself. Maybe wearing her stuff will trigger something.
I do believe in the power of stuff.
This is ridiculous. For the murder of Chin the Great, this court finds the Avatar.
Here we go.
I killed Chin the Conqueror. A horrible tyrant. Chin was expanding his army to all corners of the continent. When they came to the neck of the peninsula where we lived,
Wow.
I warned him that I would not sit passively while he took our home. But he did not back down. On that day, we split from the mainland.
Oh, wow. She made the island? So was she heir too? I mean, I know that she could use all of them because she was the Avatar, but I wonder where I almost want to say it's Earth. Would it be Earth?
I created Kyoshi Island so my people could be safe from invaders.
10 to 1, he still says you're guilty.
And I find you guilty. Bring out the wheel of punishment!
Hopefully it has, like, leave our town on it.
I thought a lot about what you said.
You did? Good, good.
Hold on.
It's helped me realize something. We no longer have anything to gain by traveling together.
No.
I need to find my own way.
Are you crazy?
Wait.
Oh my God.
I said I would face justice, so I will.
Aang, we can't, this is ridiculous. We can't have you burned alive or thrown into spikes and stuff just because these idiots think a version of you did something wrong even though they were told not.
Looks like it's boiled in oil.
We've come to claim this village for the Fire Lord. Now show me your leader.
He's right there.
That's him over there! You, Avatar, do something!
Why?
There, community service! Now serve our community and get rid of those rhinos!
We should have taken care of these guys in the forest. Oh, yeah. You lucked out there, buddy.
Rough rhinos to the town!
Rough rhinos. Katara. Nice. My hat, my accessories. Oh boy.
Boomerang! You do always come back!
I love it. Oh, let's get a tumbleweed blow through. Come on. Awesome. Watch those fans now. Woo!
We'll celebrate a new Avatar Day in honor of the day Avatar Aang saved us from the rough rhino invasion.
What is this?
Unfried dough. May we eat it and be reminded of how on this day the Avatar was not boiled in oil.
Okay. Glad you guys could bring it back around.
This is by far the worst town we've ever been to.
Strong agree. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Avatar, The Last Airbender, Book 2, Chapter 5, Avatar Day, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished this edition of Saturday Morning React-Toons featuring Avatar, The Last Airbender, Book 2, Chapter 5, Avatar Day. But I didn't like the story in the town because the town irritated me. Full disclosure, I love our characters. Anytime we get a chance to spend with our characters, it's great. It's just That was utter irritation. You know, I just thought to myself, why did we even come here? Can't we just leave? We should have fought the Rough Rhinos, cool name, in the forest and been done with it. The Rough Rhinos were dope. I mean, the guy with like the full mask with the bandolier of dynamite, they were all cool. I thought they were all neat. I could have kept them around for a little bit longer. Maybe they are. Maybe they ran off. Who knows? I think they were dealt with though, so I'm not sure we're going to see them again. Interesting stuff on that end. I like, honestly, I really like having Sokka be able to really actually focus on him a little bit outside of kind of being the comic relief, which is what he ends up being. Maybe too much. But like the Sokka and Yue storyline was so good when we were up in the Northern Water Tribe. I thought that was really cool. We got to see so much of the kids start to grow up. Again, this was comic reliefy in that he was sort of done up like Sherlock Holmes in a way. He had the hat, he had like the monocle thing, the magnifying glass, and of course the pipe that he was blowing bubbles through. Very cool though. Watching Sokka and Katara have to do things without Aang too is also one of the things that I like, because the more I always like our collective group sort of, you know, dynamic that we have, but anytime we get to pair off, we always get fun things that happen. You know, I'm thinking of on our way to Omashu, whenever we went into the Cave of Two Lovers. That was really cool because we had a Katara and Aang split off. Same thing here, even though they're siblings with Katara and Sokka, we get to see how their dynamic has progressed since the beginning. And it definitely has. Sure, they still bicker and things like that, but at the same time, they've learned, you can see how they work a lot better together instead of arguing constantly or sort of kind of not belittling each other, but sort of ruining the position. Like, at the beginning of the series, I'm not sure Katara would have let Sokka get as far into his investigation, you know, as far as like really kind of diving into it as he did, but she did now. And I think she knew that he needed something. He lost his boomerang, he needed something, and they both did. You know, Aang sort of realized that this was, you know, everybody says you were great. I erroneously thought you were a master detective, which I don't think that's ever come up. And that was great. That was him giving him something that he needed. And that shows our kids growing up. And I love that. I think the thing that, again, the town irritated me. And then they said this is the worst town we've ever been to. And I thought, okay, well, that's what the creatives wanted. They wanted to make sure that when we end this episode, everybody has the same idea. Worst town we've ever been to. You know? And again, so mission accomplished with that. I was irritated by the town, by their leader, and it all worked out. And seeing Kyoshi come back in the flesh, oh, that was, or, you know, whatever kind of makeup that she was really cool. Also, I was interested to see how tall she was. I mean, they made mention of the fact that she had the biggest feet of any of the avatars, but that doesn't necessarily mean, I mean, I guess you should assume that she's taller, but that doesn't mean she has to be. She seemed to loom over the Chin the Conqueror, or whoever he was, unless he was supposed to be very small, but I don't think that was the case. I think it was more that she's just very, very tall, which that was dope as hell. I love her entire aesthetic. I think she looks, of all of the avatars we've seen so far, Roku is awesome too, but of all the avatar kind of versions that we've seen so far, hers is the one that I always get drawn to. Like if we see like a line of them or the statues, her aesthetic is just the best to me. And of course, having it mirrored, I can't believe we didn't see Suki though. Oh, I've been pining for her since we had the Warriors of Kyoshi in book 1. Really cool character. I hope we see her again. She went off to war, so her and the other warriors, I guess, went off. And I mean, that's good and bad. It's good in that we might see her again. It's bad that she went off to war. And we all know this war, this show doesn't, you know, pull any punches. If somebody's going to die, they're going to die. And I mean, it's scary, but again, it makes for such a great story. The idea that again, book 1 really populated this world for us. And now book 2, we reap the whirlwind or the benefits of all of that. We get to go back and see King Boomy. We have talks of Suki. I mean, just great stuff. But I think what I'll do is, I don't want to go on and on. I can talk forever about Avatar. I absolutely love this show and the characters, but I really wanted to touch on what we saw from Zuko here. I'm of two minds about this. One, do I always want to see the two of them, he and Iroh together? Absolutely. Iroh's one of my favorite characters. I absolutely adore him. I think he's fantastic. But in a weird way, I think that even though I don't think Zuko meant it this way, he's right. I don't think he can achieve the growth that he needs until he recognizes not that he can grow more without Iroh. It's that when he's alone and growing, he's going to realize Iroh was right. And I think that's what is going to be needed here. Iroh is telling him things that are the truth, but not necessarily what he wants to hear. You know, the Avatar path is not yours anymore. Getting the Avatar is not going to heal these things that you think it's going to heal. It's not going to go the way you think it's going to go. Zuko doesn't want to hear that. He wants to hear that getting the Avatar will clear the decks. He'll be back to being royalty. His dad will love him, all that stuff. The thing is, you just left your dad in that cave, and his name is Iroh. And I mean, that's a point that I say it all the time now, is that in my mind, and again, if anybody has watched this show, and you say, okay, if you say, who is Zuko's father figure? You'd say Iroh. Who is Zuko's father? It's Iroh. I mean, he loves him. He's taken care of him. He's taught him. He's trained him. He has treated him like a man when he needs it. He's treated him like a kid when he needs it. He has been an absolute, not necessarily a big disciplinarian, but at the same time, very wise, very, very emotionally connected to him, the way a father and a son would be in an ideal circumstance. And I think that it's that absence now. Friends, I'm going to leave it with this. I have a big concern. I have a big, terrible concern that I've been thinking about, in that the only way that maybe Zuko ever realizes that there's no going back for him is not to not have Iroh traveling with him. It's to not have Iroh. And I am very concerned that the catalyst for the change that could potentially turn Zuko away from this path of wanting the Avatar and wanting to capture Aang to somebody who is fully committed to the destruction of the Fire Lord, it's the death of Iroh. And if that happens, friends, the waterworks, it's going to be profound. So let's just put a pin in that for now, because if you're telling a story the way that this group is telling a story, this is the first step. And you separate them, and then the story continues. And the evolution of Zuko is going to go the way they want it to go. And I have much concern. Still another fantastic chapter to an incredibly great book of Avatar: The Last Airbender, my friends. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for Avatar or any of our Saturday morning React-Toons. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like earlier in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear, dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now, unfortunately, it's time for us to say goodbye from this Avatar: The Last Airbender, Book 2, Chapter 5, Avatar Day. So where should we say goodbye from? Because as always, we are the Greek Chorus. We hear with the creatives the story they wanted to tell, and we go around and find other people that haven't seen the show before and tell them, you're going to really dig this. You should check it out. And thus, we continue the narrative. We continue to expand the narrative's audience. And it's a very dutiful service that we perform, my friends. And so we get rewarded for such. And our reward is to jump back into the episode we just watched to a scene of our choosing. Now, we did just come from the worst town that we've ever visited. And so I'm going to take us and let us kind of experience Avatar Day, or Kyoshi Day, in one of the best towns we've ever visited. That's right, the island of Kyoshi, my friends. We are going back there with those wonderful folks and see exactly how to party and truly represent the grandeur, the glory, and the camaraderie that is the Avatar. Not above, but among us. And that is how Aang is presenting himself, and I am sure that's how Kyoshi presented herself. And friends, for a moment, let's just kick up our heels and party a little bit in honor of somebody we sort of know. Friends, until such time as we can continue these wonderful travels with Aang and crew, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.